We officially predicted every line. Let's see what we got here. Go to the NFL, refresh this. What are we working with? The predictions are in. How far are we off? How far are we on? Let's take a look. This is DraftKings, baby. This is their lines. The lines that we trust here at Takes by Fans. Please sponsor us, DraftKings. Please. Please sponsor me. All right, here we go. The Thursday Night Football game. All right, we're back here. And then we can make our official moneymaker pick. So, Falcons, Panthers, Thursday Night Football tonight. We predicted this line at Panthers -3, and it's going to be Panthers -2. Okay, so this is a little odd. I did not think Vegas would lean this way. So, what Vegas is saying with this line is, so you get Panthers -3 for home field, but the Vegas saying that kind of the Falcons on a neutral field are pretty much the favorites, and that is a little interesting. I did not think Vegas would see it that way, because I kind of see it that way. So weird. All right, Falcons. The offense is good. We know this, but just the Panthers, they just stay in the game, and sometimes this Falcons team, they just make the critical time management mistakes. We haven't seen the Panthers do it. I'm gonna swallow the 2 here, folks. I'm gonna bail on the Falcons this week. This is the only week I'm not betting on the Falcons or not picking the Falcons, folks. I mean, this Panthers team, they won their Week 5 matchup, their first matchup of the season. Panthers are at home. They have a chance to really prove themselves and kind of make a name for themselves and kind of put their stamp nationally on television, and I think they do it. I like this Falcons offense. I really do. Their defense definitely needs a little bit of work, but I do like the Atlanta offense. But I'm not going to trust it here tonight, folks. I'm not going to trust it. We're going to go Panthers -2.5. This would be the week that Atlanta wins, and the one week I jump off of them, then they win. But I'm gonna secure it with Panthers here -2. Home team, I don't have to swallow a lot. Basically the average score of a game is about 3 points. So I don't have to swallow too much here. I do like the Falcons, man. I do. I'm not saying I don't, but for this game, I'm gonna rock with the Panthers here. Man, this is so close. All right, give me some time to think about this one. I'm not calling this one just quite yet. I'm taking my official prediction back. I gotta think on it a little bit more. We'll come back to this one by the end of the show, definitely. All right, here we go. Let's clear our minds, because that one is kind of messing me up a little bit. I thought we would get some good value with the Falcons, and it threw me off. All right, here we go. Vikings, Packers. Let's continue on here. We officially predicted this one at Packers -8. Oh, Packers -6.5. Okay. We could definitely rock with that right under that 7 mark. Love it. I don't think the Vikings are, if they try to outscore Aaron Rodgers, it's not going to go good. We saw what happened on their first meeting week 1. Did not go so well. And plus, the Vikings, they just score a lot of their points in the second half when the game's already over and Kirk Cousins has thrown 3 interceptions. So I don't care about what points the Vikings have been putting up. They are coming off a bye, which is definitely probably their biggest green flag of this week's matchup for the Vikings, truthfully, is them coming off of a bye. Their offense is not good. Their defense is getting worse every week. Packers are getting better offensively. I love the Packers here. We'll swallow the 6.5 at home. Aaron Rodgers, absolutely. They win by 14. I'd buy that up to -13.5, honestly. So Vegas undercut us a little bit, and hey, I'll take that. Better value on us. No big deals there. All right, Titans, Bengals. We predicted this line at, where are we at? At Titans -2.5. Wow, Titans -5.5. That's a lot. That's like an 8-point spread swing there, folks. You get Bengals -3 for home field, and then they get all the way bumped up to -5.5. That's 8 full point swing. Wow. All right, I did not think it was going to be that high, but I understand it. This Titans team is definitely better than the Bengals. They're more physical than the Bengals. They run the ball. They will be pounding the mouths of this Bengals team, and Joe Burrow is going to have to try and out-throw Derrick Henry. He's going to have to out-throw Derrick Henry running the ball. I don't know if that's going to work. I expect long drives by the Titans, and I expect kind of a couple of 3-and-outs by the Bengals trying to do too much with Joe Burrow just throwing the ball, because Joe Mixon is probably not playing this game. So Titans, they go for long drives, like 6-minute drives. Bengals, they come out. Oh, the Titans score a touchdown on those drives, on those 6-minute drives. They score a touchdown. Then the Bengals come out, maybe go 3-and-out. The defense is still gassed because Derrick Henry is just punching them in the mouth literally every time. Every run, every play is a running play up the middle, getting 5 yards a pop every play. And Derrick Henry is literally just bashing people literally heads up because this man loves contact and he's an absolute beast. So I like the Titans here, -5.5. Expect a couple of 3-and-out from the Bengals and the Titans to kind of score quickly off those because the Bengals defense is tired from getting smacked in the mouth. So I do like the Titans here, -5.5. A little bit more than I expected, but I definitely understand it. I do like the Titans -5.5 though. Alrighty, Jets and Chiefs. We predicted this one. Hang on. I accidentally clicked it. We predicted this game at Chiefs -13.5. It's Chiefs -19.5. Wow, I thought I over predicted it. Wow, 19. Do not please do not take this game. Anybody out there, Jets fan, Chiefs fan, I don't care. Do not take this game. 19 points is absurd, folks. It's truly absurd. Just stay away from this game. Maybe take a prop bet and then just do not take the spread on this. This is truly out of hand. Truly out of hand. 19.5. Okay. I like the Chiefs -19. If I have to bet, I'm taking Chiefs -19.5. Absolutely. I do not trust Adam Gase with 19.5 points. I do not trust Adam Gase with 30 points. I don't. So yes, if you have to take this game, if you're just dying to take this game, please do Chiefs -19.5. That's all I'm gonna say on this. I mean, folks, the Jets can't score. They're not gonna have Jamison Crowder. That's their only silver lining on their offense. Wow. Woo, 19.5. That's a lot to swallow. I'll just say that. Wow. Vegas is getting crazy. Vegas is getting crazy out here, folks. Woo, that just tells you how bad this Jets team is. When have you seen the Washington team be -19.5 or +19.5? When have you seen the Giants be +19.5? This is getting absurd, folks. 19.5. Woo, all right. We're going to pretend we didn't see that. All right, here we go. Let's go. Steelers, Ravens. We officially predicted this one at Ravens -2, and this one's going to be Ravens -4, and I love it. I love it. I love it. Take the Steelers +4 right now. Right now, lock it in before it goes any lower. So Vegas is giving no respect to the Steelers for beating the Titans last week, and I understand it. You know, they didn't look good in the second half, and Big Ben threw 3 picks. I understand where they're going with this line, but that's not going to happen again. In the Steelers defense, they're going to be ready for the Ravens. This is a divisional matchup. You don't think Mike Tomlin is going to have the Steelers defense ready to cook Lamar Jackson? Come on. And the Ravens won their only game this season against a real talent, a Super Bowl championship level talent, was against the Chiefs, and they got absolutely blown out. And they were at home for that game. They were in Baltimore. So I love the Steelers here +4. I locked that in, baby. Lock that in. Steelers +4, absolutely. Big Ben, he's going to be a game manager. That's what he's been this season. Got out of hand a little bit in the second half. He's going to reel it in. This defense is going to help it out. I mean, the Ravens, they have not been putting up the yards. I do like the Ravens defense, but I think the Steelers are going to be very conservative. Nothing's going to go over the top unless it's wide open, and Big Ben can definitely make that decision. He's a seasoned veteran. He's a Super Bowl winner 2 times, I believe. So give the Steelers team a little respect. Steelers, you're giving me the best team in the league, +4 points. I'm taking that all day. And tomorrow, games are close, folks. My daily reminder that games are usually very close. 1 possession. Steelers +4, folks. Take that. Lock it in. That's a lock tomorrow. I'll tell you, spoiler alert, Steelers +4 is our lock. So if you want some early value before the line starts going down, because people watch this show, folks, they are going to be hammering. I wouldn't be surprised at the end of the show that Steelers go from +4 to -1. It would not surprise me. So lock this in, folks. Alrighty, Rams and Dolphins. We predicted this line at where are we? What do we got? Rams and Dolphins. Did we even say this game? We got pick'em. We called it a pick'em. I really didn't know where to go with this one, but they go Rams -3.5. So I get Dolphins +3.5. I love it, folks. I truly do. I do not think Tua is going to be that much of a step back from Ryan Fitzpatrick. I think Ryan Fitzpatrick is kind of limited in his arm. He can't really throw anything great over 15 yards, in my opinion. Tua can do that. So they're going to extend the field vertically. There's going to be more verticality in our play calling, and really really, our system's been proven to work. We're 3-3 at this point with Ryan Fitzpatrick. Our defense is very good. We're coming off of a bye. We're at home. This Rams team, they struggle offensively sometimes. Go back and look. We've been calling it out. We've been trying to look at our film study on Wednesday of just kind of what goes wrong with the Rams when they don't put up 20 plus points. What goes on with them? So we try to figure that out. We really don't understand it. Rams on the road coming off of they were just on television, weren't they? Weren't they just on primetime TV? Who'd they have week 7? I'm not going to spend all day on this if this is not going to load, but come on, Rams. Yeah, they were just on Bears, Monday Night Football, so less time to prepare. Dolphins coming off of a bye. I mean, everything's lining up here. Plus 3.5, I'll take it. They might not win. I think our defense keeps it close. I think Tua looks decent at least. Puts up 2 touchdowns, no picks. I can get behind it. Dolphins plus 3. I think I like it. All right, here we go. Raiders, Browns. We officially predicted this game at Browns -3, and it's going to be Browns -2.5. So right on schedule. And I think I liked the Raiders plus 2.5, maybe by that extra half a point, the 3, just so you have some extra cushion there, not losing too much value if you do that, going from plus 2.5 to plus 3. But this Browns team, I'm not going to fall in love with their offense. They kind of got worse offensively last week, even though they won. Baker Mayfield against the kind of the better teams, the worst teams. He's good against the worst teams, not good against the good teams. We'll see where actually the Raiders lied this week. Yeah, having them probably beat the Bucs last week was maybe an oversight, in my opinion. Hindsight's always 20/20, but this is going to be the real test of how actually good this Raiders team is. Yes, they're not going to be able to kind of beat the Super Bowl caliber teams consistently, but any given Sunday they've proven that they can beat the Chiefs. That's step number 1 in proving that you're a good team. Step number 2 is beating the not good teams. And the Browns, in my opinion, are just not good. They're kind of in this Raiders category where they're trying to be good, but they don't always look good against the good teams. So the Raiders and Browns are definitely in kind of the same boat. I would put the Raiders above the Browns just a little bit in my power rankings. Maybe you do Raiders at 16, Browns at 17, maybe something like that. Maybe Raiders at 14, Browns at, you understand what I'm saying, that I would put the Raiders above the Browns in my rankings. The offense has proven that they can be explosive. I don't know where to go with this one. Browns lose OBJ, and Baker Mayfield was not always looking good. I don't know. Raiders plus 2.5, I think. This is a close game. I probably just stay away from it. Just truthfully, Browns coming off of a huge momentum win. I mean, they'll be carrying that momentum for the rest of the season, folks. Remember when I started 0-5 and then I basically went in completion for the rest of the game, and I led us in the fourth quarter twice. I touched the ball in the fourth quarter twice, and I scored 2 touchdowns because I'm Baker Mayfield and I'm clutch, baby. So he's going to be full of himself here, but he lost OBJ. I don't know how this was going to play out. I think I stay away from this one. If I have to bet it, I'm going to take the points. I'm going to take Raiders plus 2.5. All right, let's move on here. Patriots and Bills. We got Bills at -4, which was our official prediction, and it's Bills -3.5, right where we said it. So I like the Bills here. I have to sell my Patriots stock, unfortunately. Cam Newton, I've been giving him the benefit of the doubt literally since they signed him. The first day he signed him, I said it's going to work. I'm believing in Cam. Now we're here at this point. 2-5 Patriots, not looking good. Turning the ball over. The offense is non-existent in New England, unfortunately. When would we ever say that? The Patriots, the offense in New England is non-existent. Wouldn't say that with Tom Brady. We're saying that with Cam Newton, unfortunately. Buffalo looking to get back on track. 2 tough losses. 2 tough losses. Got back on track last week with the win, but Josh Allen, he's going to want to prove himself here. I expect Bill Belichick to have kind of a plan to kind of how to deal with Josh Allen. But overall, in the grand scheme of things, the Patriots are not going to be scoring points this week, folks. That's what it's going to come down to. The 3.5 is a little tricky at this point because divisional games are usually close. Divisional games are definitely very close. Patriots plus 3.5 here. I just can't trust that offense. I just can't. So, as I say, can I trust Josh Allen's offense? I think I can more than Cam Newton. Cam Newton couldn't get it done at home. Not going to get it done on the road here in Buffalo. The 3.5 I'm going to have to sleep on to see how I really feel about it. But I do like the Bills just to win this game. We'll talk about the spread maybe tomorrow. All right, here we go. Colts and Lions. We officially predicted this game at Lions -1, and it's going to be Lions +3. So we're getting no value here. Vegas is definitely saying that Colts are the clear favorites, and that's my opinion on this game as well. Now, the spread. Not going to take it. I don't want to take the Colts -3. If it was like Colts -1, I'd take it. Colts -2, I'd think about it. At that 3 mark, it's very close. Lions have kind of been keeping games a little close this season. They lose at home, though. They're not good at home. They're not good at home for some reason. I don't get it. Because they have Matt Patricia as a head coach. That's why they're not good at home. That's why. Coaching at home matters, folks. So Colts here, I do like them. I do think the Colts win the game. The 3 is scaring me off a little bit. Maybe I swallow it. I just can't trust the Lions. They shouldn't have won last week. Matt Stafford feeling himself coming off of a 1-minute, basically 80-yard touchdown drive for the win. He's feeling very good. Colts feeling very well rested. Phillip Rivers off of a bye. I would trust Phillip Rivers off of a bye, no doubt. No doubt. I don't think there's really any big weapons on Detroit defensively to kind of give Phillip Rivers any trouble. So I do like the Colts here. Once again, I'm going to have to sleep on the 3, but I think I do like that. I think I do like it. Really wish we could have got some value here with like Colts +1. Not going to get that, unfortunate. But Colts here, I do like it. We'll talk about the spread tomorrow when we make our official predictions, our official picks. Alrighty, Chargers and Broncos. We predicted this game at Broncos -1, and it's going to be Broncos +3. So once again, we can't get any value here with the Chargers. Broncos +3, it's going to be real tough. Real tough to take that. They just don't look good offensively. Yes, they get the Chargers, whose defense isn't great, but it's definitely decent. And this Broncos offense is just trying to rock with Drew Lock, who's been injured. He's been in. He's been injured. He's been in again. Just kind of all over the place. Game manager against the Patriots just got absolutely blown out by the Chiefs, so their confidence is kind of all over the place. Chargers finally got their first win with Justin Herbert. That's a huge sign of relief, let me tell you, because Justin Herbert has been slinging the ball, folks. He's been doing very, very well. I think he's been playing since week 2, I think. So he's been absolutely fantastic. But they finally got their first win, getting over the hump. That's huge. Getting your first win under your belt. I mean, I don't think there's really like a point you can really put on that. You put home field advantage at -3. What is your first win really worth here? So I think it's worth a lot. Chargers finally getting over that hump, winning with Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert knowing how to win. I mean, it's huge. The 3 is throwing me off a little bit. It's a little too much, I think, to give the Chargers. I am big on the Chargers. I think the 3 is a little bit, especially on the road. So I'm going to hold off on here with my prediction till tomorrow. All right, here we go. 49ers and Seahawks. We predicted the line at Seahawks -3, and it's going to be Seahawks -2.5. So right where we were thinking, teams are very, very, very even. Vegas is giving the slight edge, a very slight half-point edge to the 49ers. And I can see it. I guess I can see it. But this Seahawks team has really been just more consistent as a whole than the 49ers have. Yes, the 49ers have been dealing with injuries and rotating lineups. I get all of that. I truly do. But are we just supposed to forgive, just toss out the window that the Seahawks, were 5-0 going into last week, and Russell Wilson threw 3 interceptions but still almost won the game? I mean, really, how uncharacteristic of Russell Wilson throwing interceptions, and especially Russell Wilson throwing interceptions in overtime, with a minute left when they had the chance to kind of fix their mistakes of the previous overtime drive and drive down the field and win it. So it was just real bizarre. Seahawks were still in it. That's what's so great about this team. It's just like, yes, everything can go wrong on the Seahawks team, but they're still going to be right in it at the end. So love the Seahawks here. -2.5. I think I swallow it. 49ers have been just a little bit more rocky and a little more inconsistent than the Seahawks have. Now, the 49ers have been consistent these last 2 weeks, don't get me wrong, but I'm going to go with the Seahawks here. Coming off of a revenge game, shouldn't have lost. Russell Wilson's going to play angry. He's not going to throw any picks. I'm talking 5 touchdowns, no picks game for Russell Wilson. DK Metcalf having 200 yards, Tyler Lockett having 200 yards, and it's just going to be an explosive offensive day for the Seahawks, in my opinion. So I do like the Seahawks -2.5. I do like that. All right, here we go. Saints and Bears, and we called this one at Saints -3, and Oh yeah. I looked at the Cowboys score. I was like, damn, that's a lot. All right, it's going to be Saints -4.5. So I definitely understand where they're going with it. We undervalued it a little bit. But I definitely agree here with Vegas. We can't get really any value out of this game, unfortunately. Saints -2.5 would have been great to take. Saints -3, that would have been the edge. But, I mean, this Chicago team, they just cannot score, folks. That's the one main point to really take away from this matchup is Chicago cannot put points on the board offensively. We saw that the defense outscored the offense last week. How crazy. The offense put up 3, the defense put up 7. So, it's just this Chicago's team is so sorry offensively, where the Saints team, I mean, we saw what they did without their 2 best weapons last week. They put up 27 points, looked decent. They were moving the ball consistently throughout the game. That's exactly what you want, especially when you're missing your 2 best wide receiving pieces. Now, they might get 1 back. They could get 2 back. The cat's still out of the bag. There's really been no progress. There's been no statements by Sean Payton that tell us one way or the other whether they're playing or not. Now, that's definitely going to hurt them. But Saints can definitely prepare for it. Alvin Kamara is going to be huge in this game, whether they play or not. The pressure from the Bears, Khalil Mack trying to get sacks. Drew Brees is just going to dink it off to Alvin Kamara, and he'll run for 7. That's going to push the Bears defense back. So definitely like the Saints here. The points really shouldn't be an issue. Really shouldn't, because Chicago can't score and the Saints can score. They've got Drew Brees. So I think I like the Saints -4 here. I think we just swallow it. And we got to play it. We just got to play it because we can't count on consistent scoring from the Chicago team. That's it. I'm telling you, that's how big that this offense struggles. That's how big. That's the only real thing I would look at in this game. Can Chicago score? Oh, they can't. Then I'm taking the Saints -4.5. I'm telling you, I'm holding so much value in that. The Bears offense is just so trash that they just cannot score, folks. They cannot score. I had somebody in my YouTube comments yesterday or a couple days ago when we posted our week 7 or week 8 power rankings, going into this week power rankings, however you want to officially call it, but they were like, where's the Bears? And this was coming after the Monday night game. I was like, where's the Bears? Where's their offense? Where's their points at? Once you show me the Bears' points, then I'll put them in the top 10. But until they start putting up 20 points consistently, offensively, I don't want to see the defense having 4 pick sixes and you win the game 31 to 21, because you scored 28 points because of your defense. I don't want to see that. This Bears team, folks, please just trust me on this one. They cannot score. They cannot score. That's it. You want to take them +4.5? You better hope the Saints can't put up 4.5 points. You better hope that. You better hope the Bears win 4.5-0, or the Saints win 4-0. You better hope that, because the Bears cannot score. That's it. That's the line. That's the game. That's the narrative. Bears cannot score. All right, Cowboys Eagles. We predicted this line at Eagles -7, Eagles -8.5. I understand this, folks. I know why the spread's this big. That's why we said it was -7 in the guess. So it's even more than we expected, and that's fine. It's a division matchup, so I probably stay away from the spread. Maybe find a good prop bet if you want to take this game, some action on this game. But we can't take the spread here, folks. 8.5. Maybe we can. This Cowboys defense is so trash. So trash. The Giants put up 30. The Kyle Allen put up 25. What the heck? Dwayne Haskins would have won a starting job if Dwayne Haskins faced that Cowboys defense. Truly unfortunate. You don't give Dwayne Haskins that easy defense to really work with. Damn, Ron Rivera. Should have subbed in Dwayne Haskins last week. Damn it. So, Eagles, I mean, their problems are Carson Wentz not being accurate for a full 60 minutes. He throws picks early. He throws picks late. He throws good in the fourth quarter. He throws bad in the fourth quarter. That's Carson Wentz. He's just not consistent, where the Cowboys are just not even a team. I mean, folks, Mike McCarthy cannot coach. He cannot. Aaron Rodgers put a Band-Aid on Mike McCarthy as long as he could until, just tempers got too much, and one of them had to go, and then they decided the talent will stay, and that's Aaron Rodgers. So, Cowboys here. Not liking them at all. Andy Dalton may not even play. Now if Andy Dalton can't even be serviceable with this Cowboys roster, what good is a third-string quarterback, folks? I mean, Andy Dalton's been in the league forever. He's been a constant 8-8 quarterback, losing first round of the playoffs. He's a true 50-50 quarterback, folks. So the fact that they're not even competitive and he's not even putting up points, and that could be just the play caller just not calling the plays for Andy Dalton or not trusting him enough, and that's definitely so. I mean, Zeke's not making it any easier for this Cowboys team. But we're going to go Eagles here. They can score. They've proven they can score. They've proven they can score while turning the ball over. The Cowboys have done that as well, but not as kind of consistent as the Eagles have. I like the Eagles here. The 8.5 is definitely scaring me off. It's so much for a division game, which usually are very close. But this Cowboys team, they just cannot score, and their defense is just so trash. Like, this Bears team offensively is so trash, but the Cowboys team is defensively what the Bears are offensively, folks. It's really, you can make the comparisons to offensive defense of these two teams. We probably stay away from this one. The spread's just too much in my opinion. If I have to take it, I take the 8.5 if I have to. I do feel more comfortable with that. All right, but that brings us to the last game of the week, Bucks Giants. We predicted this one at Bucks minus 42. Oh, only Bucks minus 11. Darn it. So we were off a little bit by 30. No big deal. Obviously Bucks minus 11. I think, all right, so yes, the Giants do keep games close. That's the one thing, but Tom Brady's going to be looking to be on a tear. I do think kind of the revenge of the Giants just organization is going to come out just a little bit. I don't think it's going to be as big as maybe I played it up to be, but it's definitely going to be there. Daniel Jones, he can't just score. He really can't score. He can move the ball sometimes, but he can't score. Nick Foles really can't move the ball either, but he also can't score. So going to be interesting. Tampa Bay is looking to kind of assert themselves. They can't really lose. They have no more excuses built into them. I mean, we gave a pass to Tom Brady those first 2 weeks, learning a new system, first year in a new offense. Anybody's going to, take some time to learn that out and not be good those first 2-3 weeks. So we gave, the Bucks and the Brady some excuses early on, but now, we're 8 weeks in. You guys have been looking good. You've been, throwing to your receivers very well. You've had games where Mike Evans has 2 touchdowns. You've had games where Gronk has a touchdown. You've had games where Godwin has 2 touchdowns. You've had games where Scott Miller has a touchdown. So you know how to use all of your pieces. You know what they do. You've got a good understanding of things. So this Bucs defense should eat the Giants alive. Daniel Jones should very struggle. And Tom Brady shouldn't have too much trouble here. Primetime television to get excited to go and torch this Giants defense, which is not very good. So I do want to see how much we can buy these game lines up to. Doesn't look like anything is open yet, so unfortunately we are going to have to kind of wait. No prop bets, nothing like that. So unfortunate. So we will have to look at that. But yeah, Bucks minus 11.5. I can definitely get behind that. Buy it up to 42.5. I can definitely buy that as well. Unfortunately, I don't think DraftKings will let you go up that high. You probably get up to 28. You might be able to get it up to 27.5, probably. All right, so let's come back to this Atlanta game. Oh my God, and it's going. Wow, look at this. It's already gone down. So, folks, the spreads do kind of move, half point, whole point, just kind of like that. It does kind of happen like that. So we could get some more value here. So now, Atlanta, what were we talking about? Was this one 2 when we were talking about it? I kind of forget now. Was this 3? What did we call this one at? Panthers minus 3. And I think it was Panthers minus 2, right? So now it's minus 1.5. So definitely very close still. All right. The one thing that's kind of just hanging me up is this Atlanta offense, man. I buy it. I buy the Atlanta offense. I'm sorry. I've sold all my Atlanta stock besides this offense, and it's pissing me off. So, man, this is tough. This is going to be a good game. I can't wait for this game, actually. Panthers, Falcons. All right, here we go. Panthers. The pros for Panthers. They win. They just know how to win games. All right. Teddy Bridgewater looks pretty consistent, and they win games. Pros for Atlanta, their offense can be explosive. Julio Jones is playing this game. Now let's go some red flags. Panthers, they've got no real big talent, right? They've got no game-wrecking talent. They have no Julio Jones on offense. They have no Aaron Donald on defense, right? They have no Andy Reid head coach, right? So they've got no big game-wrecking piece where, Falcons have Julio Jones. And Matt Ryan could be a game wrecker sometimes. He could be. Not all the times. He's shown it maybe once in his career. Maybe twice. But Atlanta, man, do I just got to cut the strings? They should have won last week. They should be 2-0 coachless, right? That's a pretty positive sign where we've seen kind of the Texans maybe trail off a little bit. Oh, man, this is tough, man. This is real tough. Damn, this is tough. I'm going to call it. I'm going to go with my gut. We're calling Panthers minus 1.5. That's what our gut says. I want to trust this Atlanta team. I really do. I truthfully do. But Carolina at home, I'm going to rock with it. I only have to swallow 1.5 points at home. Prime time. Matt Rule's going to... but Matt Rule on prime time. Matt Rule in big games, he doesn't always come through. Those bowl games. All right, Matt Rule, I'm trusting you this week. If you let me down, I will never trust you again. We will sell you. We will talk nasty about you every day on Takes by Fans as long as we are around here. Panthers minus 1.5. That's our official pick for today. Panthers minus 1.5. Calling it. I'm done talking about this. Atlanta, I love your offense. I truly do. I do. I'll be rooting for you offensively, but defensively, I'm looking for Teddy Bridgewater to put up 5 touchdowns.